Good evening, everybody. It's Ruth Debbie here. I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to jump on and say hi. It's been an interesting week. I know my clock behind me says 5:56, but my computer says it's 6:01. So let's give it a few minutes for everybody to get checked in and see what's going on. Hi, Karen. How are you? Don't forget to hit the like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Share it. Hi, Jan. How are you? Hello again, Andre. Yeah, I bet you've been waiting all day. Hey, Andre, do you see the presents back here? One of those is yours. Just saying. So there's only 5 of us on right now, and I wanted to wait a few more minutes to talk about what happened at the last craft fair, because it was nothing like I thought it was going to be. So while we're waiting for other people to join on, I wanted to show you my snowman. The one last time I talked to you guys, I had them all piled up behind me on the desk, and I was working on them. I had them all cut out. I did 30 of these cute little guys. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got googly eyes. I'm trying to catch the googly eyes just right. Let it refocus. There you go. Can you see him? So anyway, this is my little snowman. I did him in a whole bunch of different shades of blue. Hi, Mary. Hi, Karen. Hi, Margot. Hi, Kellyanne. Cute snowman. Thanks. I think so. I did 30 of these guys, and I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of different blue backgrounds. You can't really tell, but the hat I did in felt. It was so much fun cutting the felt. I can't believe how clean and sharp of a cut you get with the felt on the dies. It's really, really nice. Hi, Lisa, Billy. So anyway, that's my snowman that I made. I made 30 of them, and they all have different sayings inside. This is on this guy's. When I'm doing the dark backgrounds like this, and you want to make sure that people can read what you're writing or what you're saying, or what you're saying is that's stamped, I take and I use the same shell, the outline folded die, and I just cut it off at the head, and that way it fits the card perfectly, and just looks like you went to a lot of trouble. I also did some blending with the blue ink, and if you could see it in person, it's really, really, pretty when you do ink it. I didn't know if the inks would work on the glitter paper, but it turned out really good. Anyway, that's the snowman. Hi, Joe. Yeah, you made it live. Yay. Are you guys hot in Reno? Because let me tell you, folks, it's flip-flop weather here. We hit an all-time high record of 83 degrees in the end of December, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Margaret, you must be cold in Ohio. So I guess I'll start. First thing I want to remind you guys, hit the like button, hit the share. That's the only way I can get new viewers on here. So if you guys do that, it would really help me out a lot. So my craft fair last week was pretty big. There was over 1,500 people there, and I do believe it. There was a lot of people. It was set up in a town square, and they had booths up and down the street all around the park, and it made like a giant U shape. And they had them on both sides. A lot of vendors. There was 94 of us. 3 of us got stuck in a dirt field where people were crossing over to get to other sides of the fair, to get to the rock wall, the climbing wall for the kids to do, or the swings, or it was over to the theater for where the dancers were, or it was on their way to the bathroom. But just 3 of us were in this dirt field, and it was horrible. It was dirty. It was dusty. People weren't really looking at the booth. They would look at the booth as they were walking past, and it's like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And they kept walking. So that being said, it was very discouraging. I went to a lot of trouble with to set up my booth really cute. We had a good lighting. I had a lot of stuff out. So this craft fair was the worst one I've ever done. I made the least amount of money I've ever made, and I barely made enough to cover my booth rental. So yeah, it wasn't a good one. Um, the other thing that they did is because it was a city one, it was a big to do. Like they had the Christmas tree lighting, they had Santa there for pictures and take pictures with the kids. They had choirs that were having competition, and they were going around caroling. They had a little parades, and they had music, and they had a whole bunch of stuff. So it was really to get the community to come out and have a nice Christmas fair, which is great. Um, People weren't spending money though. A lot of vendors were complaining, even the ones that had the nice places that weren't in the dirt, that were on the streets. They were even complaining that sales are way down from last year. Don't know why. Part of the thing I think is the problem, or was the problem, they had a lot of businesses there. Like there was a dentist's office, there was um, a life insurance and a health insurance booth, and they were giving away free things to the kids. And then there was the typical fair type people that had the light up things for the kids, that's what they wanted mom and dad to spend money on. A lot of food. There was desserts, there was all kinds of stuff. Still got the cough. So yeah, it was not the experience I was hoping for. So I highly advise, if you're checking out a craft fair, and it is a big one, and it's sponsored by the city like this one was, do your due diligence and look and see how many businesses there are. I went back because they gave us a list, and it had all 94 booths. And out of all the 94 booths, there was 12 different businesses. And those are the ones that set up their booth, and then they give out freebies because they're trying to sign people up for insurance or to come to their dentist. Or there was an x-ray person. There was a lot of people there doing permanent makeup or permanent jewelry. That's where they solder the bracelet or necklace on you. A lot of food, like I said. They did have I didn't see a face painter, but I saw people with painted faces, but I didn't see where they were set up. So again, you want to check out all the vendors, and if there's a lot of businesses there, you can count on them giving away freebies. And that's something to take note of when you're doing this. Also, when you get your assignment, you want to make sure you're not stuck off of the path. I think they got greedy knowing that there was other vendors that still wanted to sign up. So they took those vendors and they let them sign up, and they just stuck them wherever they could. And there was three of us that were really in a crappy part. It was the guy next to me sold candles, and then the guy next to him sold dog like leashes and toys and food for dogs. So yeah, it was different. It wasn't anything like I was expecting. I was very discouraged. We were there a long time. It was cold, but yeah, that night was cold. But it didn't go well. So there's one for the books. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, I did a craft fair with one of a different crafter. She does some etchings on wood and stuff. And she says right before Christmas, which is this coming weekend, she always does a garage sale / craft thing. So I'm going to take everything I didn't sell, and I've got a lot of stuff for a yard sale, and I'm going to go camp out at her place Friday and Saturday. She's on a main corner that people drive by and see all the time. So I thought, okay, I'll give that a try. So hopefully I can sell a lot of the stuff that I didn't get to sell at the other thing. Surprisingly enough, though, the things that sold are the things I never expected. I sold like 3 cards is all, 3 or 4 cards, no big deal. I sold, remember how I told you I made the little tea packets where it had the coffee cup, like you get at Starbucks, the paper one, but I didn't do the folded, I just did the flat part. And then I put a tea bag in it and a honey stick and a spoon and some candy. And I sold those for $3. I mean, it really wasn't much. And the paper I used on it was a lot of scraps from other projects I've done. So those things sold. I sold almost all of them. I think I have 3 left. And my hot chocolate ones that were in the coffee mug of Stephanie's, that one had the hot chocolate pouch, a little baggie of marshmallows, some candies, a chocolate spoon to stir it with, that kind of stuff. And that sold for $4. I sold a few of those. Then I did a ceramic mug that I got at a dollar store, and the ceramic mugs were really nice and pretty. And I put hot chocolate and tea and all the side things with it. And I sold those for $10. I sold 3 of those. So it was very random. It wasn't it wasn't very many. I only sold 3 cards, like I said. So it is what it is. I learned. Glad I did it. It was a lot of hard work. Glad it's over. So that being said, well, do you guys have any questions? Hi, Gloria. How are you? How's Milwaukee? I mailed your Christmas card today, Gloria. That's the other thing, you guys. If you ever want to do a holiday card exchange, this is a good place to. We can compare, information. Then go on Facebook, and then go on Messenger, and swap insurance. Addresses, insurance. I don't know what I'm thinking. So the other thing I wanted to talk about was I was doing a lot of die cutting with some old glitter paper that I got from Stephanie. And I don't know if you guys have been having trouble with it, but mine's been ripping a lot when I go to pull it off of the sheet. And I haven't been able to use the sticky paper to back it because I'm not getting, I don't know if my paper's old. We get really hot here, and this room can get up to about 84 degrees, even with my air conditioning on. So I don't know if that has something to do with the way that the sticker part isn't really sticking to the back of the paper when I put it on. It sticks okay to the paper pads when I do it with that, but it's not sticking to the glitter paper that I get from Stephanie. So I don't know if any of you guys are having problems or you know a trick, please let me know. Kellyanne, just go on Facebook and instant message me, and I'll be happy to do a card swap with you. I sold the baker. Oh my God, you guys, it's been a long day. I did the shaker birthday cards. I did so many of those, but I got a lot of people to get it to. I sold them for $5 each, and I'll tell you why, Joe. I don't know if you can see. I do this every time. All these things right here are stuff you put in the shaker cards. I have so much stuff. And all of it is, all of it except 2 bottles are from Stephanie. Between the clay, the sequins, the glitter stuff and everything. So, and you only put it doesn't take much to make a shaker card shake really good and look really, really super cute. So that being said, like I just charge $5 because those cards are so easy. They're so fast. There's very little material in it. Again, when I was making the shaker cards before, and I was making a frame for mine before she came out with the insert that fits so nice and tight. So I had a lot of the shaker card envelopes. Oh, Kellyanne, you too? Yeah. Yeah, the snowflake edge. Okay, really quick. The snowflake edge card, I learned right away. You use whatever material you want. I used a lot of the hologram because the snowflakes just shine. But I did use the white glitter. I did not put adhesive backing on any of it. I have a little teeny tiny square sponge, and I do mean it's like 1 inch by 1 inch. And I get it wet, and I get it, and I bring it out really, really good, so where it's barely moist. Then I take and I dot, not a lot, on the back of the snowflakes. And then I take that sponge and dab, and then I glue it down. Perfect, sticks. No, nothing leaks. Dries clear anyway, but nothing leaks. And it turns out perfect. So, yeah, the hologram is the best to use on those snowflakes. I made a lot of snowflake cards. I made a lot of snowflakes separate. Put those on everything. It was great. So I'm reading some of the comments. Yeah, the white glue, the glue that Stephanie sells dries so perfectly clear. I've put blobs on it before, and you can't tell. When I was doing the snowman, I don't know if you can see the googly eyes very good. I'm going to try and get him up there. Let you guys see him. But when I was gluing him on, I put a big, yeah, there it goes. I put a drop of the glue, and it was just a drop. But when you kind of push down on the googly eye for it to stick. Some went around all the edges. You can't see it. Even on the glitter paper, you can't see it anywhere. So yeah, I did that, and that works really, really good. And when you're doing the snowflakes like that, it goes really, really fast when you're not having to deal with. Because I don't know about you guys, when you got such an intricate thing like those snowflakes, pulling that paper off, half the time you can't get it all off anyway. So the dot dot, not a lot. I know I've got Stephanie's thing in the back of my head. And the sponge trick really does work. It doesn't, you got to just barely have it damp. But that's to blot the excess glue off, and then you glue it down. Piece of cake, you got no leakage. I know, I can't either, Kellyanne. I mean, dot dot, not a lot. It's just, she says it so much. The arms are not embossing powder. No, they are not. They are the metallic, shiny paper. I cut the arms and the buttons out of that. And guess what I did the mouth with? The little things, because I can't tell. You know those pens that she's got, the 3D pens? I used the black on it. And it turns out so cute. It looks like real coal. I think I'm going to do that next year on the buttons too. See how that goes. I don't have any of the embossing powders. I didn't start watching until after she introduced all that kind of stuff. So I don't have any of that, and I've never tried it. Any other questions, you guys? It's probably going to be a pretty short show tonight. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting ready for Christmas. I've got the last of my presents are all, oh God, I hate this part. The last of my presents are all wrapped. There's Andre's. No, yeah, there's Andre's, and then there's Mary's and my my grandkids, and then that one's for a grab bag. Yeah, I got all my gifts finally finished and organized, finished getting all my gift cards. I don't know about you guys. I had a lot of gift cards to get. So I finally got the last of those today. Then I came in this room. You guys, it was so sad. This room was so pathetic. It looked like paper pads threw up in here. I mean, I did the paper pad thing. I bought 12 paper pads. So I got 12 free paper pads. Yeah, I still haven't put them all away, because over in one of my carts over here, in that cart, I have a bunch of the bags that I put the paper pads in. And I was doing so good. I had the spring ones. I had some summer ones. I had the birthday ones. I was doing really good at organizing. Then I bought the paper pad explosion, and then I had all those Christmas ones that we got and the fall ones that we got over the last few months. So that being said, all those were in a big pile. So I just created smaller piles. But what I did do today is I put all my Christmas paper pads, my embellishments, my specialty ribbons, anything that was Christmas related. And you can't see it, but there is a cart over here. And it has these really deep wired drawers in it. And I've got Christmas in the top drawer, and then the dies that go to Christmas are sitting on top of the cart. So I got it organized. I got it over there. That part's done, and that's it. So now I'm going to concentrate on, Valentine's and starting to get the rest of the year going. But I'm not going to do anything until after Christmas. I want to enjoy it. It's only, I got baking to do. I got to put some plates together for that kind of thing. But I got all my wrapping done. I got all my Christmas bought. So now it's just time to party, which I did Monday. I started out Monday morning. I belong to a craft group, and most of them crochet. There's a lady that makes beaded jewelry that's to die for. I'm the only one that makes cards, and there's 12 of us. We had our Christmas party this year, and that took a couple hours. Then I came home, literally went to the bathroom and picked up my sister, and we went to the local casino here and met some friends, and they bought us lunch for another Christmas party. Then came home, dropped her off, and then went to a friend's house for a poker party. So yeah, and then I'm going to go back out Saturday night. And my sister-in-law, I like to drive around and look at the lights, see all the pretty Christmas lights. So we do that a lot. We'll stop and get a hot cocoa or something on the way to have while we're doing it. I did something different with my fork bows, and I don't have any left, or I would show it to you. But I used this one kind of ribbon that I have it here in white. See how it's kind of see-through-y? It's real sheer. I had green of this in sheer, and I had red in this in sheer. I have white, pink, blue. I have all the colors. But I took the red and green, and I treated it as one bow and did the fork bows with it, and then just kind of spread them out a little. Oh my God, they're so cute. I wish I had some to show you. I'll show you next time I see you. I'll do it in like pinks and white or red and pink for the Valentine's cards, and I'll show you how cute those turned out. It's just it's a whole different world because you add two colors together. It's like, wow. All my embellishments, 99% of them, I use a lot of rhinestones. I get some from Stephanie, but Amazon has the best deal on packaged rhinestones for like $8, and you get about 14 different colors in 3 different sizes. You can't beat that deal with a stick. So I get my rhinestones from there, and they don't even need to have glue on the back of them. They are self-sticking. You do not need to reinforce them. When they're down, you can't get them up. They're that good. So I use rhinestones on my cards. I use bows on my cards. And then a lot of the embellishments that Stephanie gives us, I use too. But her ribbon to make bows always looks so precise and perfect. I really love her ribbons. Unfortunately, when we get the ribbon in the monthly kit, it makes about 18 to 19 bows. And sometimes I like to use the ribbon to go around the card. I know you guys have seen her do that. I've done it too a couple times. I just think that's really pretty. He made you a stand to hold your forks, Joe? How cute is that? I'm going to have to tell my husband that. That's a great idea. Because I know my fork, I'll be making it, my fork goes flying, or I drop it, or that's genius. Yes, Kellyanne, I love the epoxy ducks. And I bought so many paper pads, and then I also bought so many more embellishments, and then I always get glue. I buy glue almost every order, and I buy the running tape, the 2-sided tape. I buy that a lot. I use that a whole lot too. But the epoxy dots, I've been getting a sheet of those because of the special this month. And then if you guys are members of the clubs, I'm members of all of the clubs, so I had 3 different discounts to use this month, and I've used them all already. And what a big difference that makes. First, we get 20% off because you're a member of all the clubs. Plus, I got another 15% off because I had that card coupon. Oh, I don't know if I gave that away. I mean, everybody gets 15% if you're in the club. So, and then the freebies. We got our good old freebies. The freebies were in 2 of them. I don't know what the third one is yet. I haven't got it. One of them is the year 2025 in a heart. The other one is in a square. So that being said, I only need one of them. So maybe if nobody else gets the 2025 die to put on backs of cards, maybe first of the year I'll do a giveaway and give one of those away. Please, yeah, Joe, please send me a picture of that stand. And different size forks. That's brilliant. That's genius. I like the really tiny ones, and I've used those a lot because it'll fit on any card. But it would be nice to have a couple bigger forks just for the option. Yeah, absolutely. And it's the little things like the bows. At the one craft fair I did that, I made a really good craft fair. I made a lot of money. I had the bows sitting in a little bowl, and they were just sitting there, and everybody was asking me, what's that? And I said, well, if your card doesn't have a bow on it and you want a bow, I can put one on really quick. And it's only $1 extra. And you would believe everybody was doing it. It was like, okay, leave the bows sit out. That's another good idea. The other thing was the rhinestones. I had a couple packages of the red and green, not this craft fair, the one I just did, but the one before that. I had the red and green rhinestones sitting out because I forgot on a set of my cards that I did. I think it was the snowflakes. I forgot to put some rhinestones. I like to put the clear rhinestones on there too, not just the snowflakes, but if you put a couple of the clear or the multicolored one, that shines like a rainbow, if you put just 2 or just 3, not 2, if you put like 3 little rhinestones around the snowflakes, it just makes the whole thing pop. Anyway, they saw that, so then they were buying other cards, and can you put it? So I got all my rhinestones out. I usually take my rhinestones, my glue, my tape, my 2-sided tape, my scissors. Um, I'll take my box of bows or the container of bows, and I was bringing the rhinestones. If you take those to each craft fair and you have them set up kind of cute, just like here and there and everywhere, people will, pay you to add it onto their card because they think it's really cool. One lady thought my handwriting was really cool, so she asked me if I could please do the writing on her cards on the envelopes. And I thought, okay. And then when somebody asked me, it's the pressure. It's like, okay, now I have to write it good. But she was pleased with it. But then I realized that her hand shook a lot. So she probably just wanted somebody with a smoother stroke. Okay, Ellen, I'm going to tell you, Ellen cuts paper. Let me tell you a little trick. You have not used the kit code because I haven't received it yet. And I know you say you don't really need anything. Yes, you do. You either need glue, you need more paper. Always order extra paper pads, you guys. Nothing's more frustrating when you find a really cute one. And let me tell you something, I wasn't real thrilled. I'm not a big Valentine heart person. So I have the die, I have, the hot air balloon and everything. It's cute. Don't get me wrong, it's cute, but it's just not something I think I'm going to be making a lot of. But the pattern paper in that set is amazingly cute. So I ordered an extra one. You've got to do that. You've got to make sure that you've always got an extra paper pad, because there's okay, she gives you 2 of every sheet. Remember that. But there's 4 sheets in each one. So that's 8 sheets out of that great big paper pad that I really like. So I always get another paper pad. Okay, I'm going to be really honest. I usually order 4 paper pads total if it's something I like. Not a big Cardinal fan. Wasn't really a big fan of the Cardinal card. I love the paper pad. They had the really coolest paper in it. I ordered 2 extras of those. When you do it that way, even when you don't think you need anything, and don't forget, you guys, in the month of December, just order 1 paper pad. Go through there and look, and she'll randomly send you another one. She sends a lot of the black and white ones, and I'm telling you guys, don't miss the opportunity on those black and white paper pads to color them. Get your ink out, get your brush out, and just color them. The black and white are perfect for that, with the flowers for birthdays, with the hearts for Valentine's, and all different colors. Do it in shades of blue for a Valentine's Day card on the black and white for guys. I mean, you guys, you make beautiful cards. I've seen your work. The black and whites are really a great opportunity to customize it. Ellen, I am not a powerhouse. I am far from it. Far, far, far from it. It just sounds like I do a lot because I'm telling you everything I do in 45 minutes or so. And yeah, no. Karen, I do not have all the colors of the cardstock. I think maybe I'm missing 3 or 4 different colors. If they're close or similar, a good example, I have marigold and a couple of the oranges, but I don't have all of them. I do use those in the fall a lot, but let's face it, there's not a lot of call for Thanksgiving cards and Halloween cards. I use the orange and the black a lot. The cloud I did use a lot this year with my ghosts. I love making her ghosts. Her ghosts have so much personality. What was I going to say? The new code for the kit, when you get it, you should be getting it in a day or 2, unless you live in Canada. Those poor people. I do have 2 people in Canada. I promise I'll get that stuff shipped to you the minute you tell me it's good to ship. I do a lot of, when she does HSN, I also do a lot of, they purchase it, they send it to me, they pay for it, it's sent to my address, and then I immediately repackage it and send it on to them, because HSN won't send it to them. I did 2 for Australia last time with HSN, and I did 3 for Canada. For some reason, it's a certain spot in Canada that HSN won't mail to. So yeah, I do that a lot. Kellyanne, I bought a few colors cards so I get people adhesive sheets, clear envelopes. Yeah, don't forget your clear envelopes. Don't forget regular envelopes. I don't know about you guys, but yes, Stephanie gives us 20 in our card kits, but I mailed out 37 Christmas cards this year, and I've got a few more to send because, like I said, if you guys want a Christmas card from me, I'd be happy to send you one, and hopefully you'll send me one too. I love getting cards. I'm trying to get people back in it. The thing I'm going to do for 2025. With every 4 cards you buy, you get 4 stamps. Now, some people say that they don't need stamps for it, so then I'll offer them, you buy 4 cards and I'll give you your 5th card free. But the 5th card that they get for free is in a basket of cards that I've had around for a while that aren't moving, obviously. So that's another little tip. I'm trying to get people back into sending cards again. I know we can do it through email. I know we can do it through texting. I know we can do it through Messenger on Facebook. I know we can do all that. But I'm trying to get people back in the old school of sending out a card, something that somebody can hold. I have about 25 Christmas cards left, and I found a nursing home that's really close to me, and they have 18. It's not a big nursing home. It's like a house, and they have 3 houses in my neighborhood, and they have about 18 residents there that I'm going to address those to them and go hand deliver them with some candy canes and stuff. If you don't give back, you don't get back. And you don't necessarily get back physical, tangible things, but sure makes your heart smile. Oh, there's Love Colors. I forgot your name again. I wrote it down somewhere and I cleaned my desk today. God, this room, you guys, it was such a disaster. I could not believe, I couldn't even see my desk. The fact that what you're seeing now is nothing less than amazing. And all my baskets that are always on these shelves, and it's usually full, I've got them sitting out in my living room for the yard sale coming up. And that was the other thing. Every single basket and every single card I had to take and wipe off because of the red dust that I was in at that last craft fair. Yeah, I will never do that again. But definitely figure out a way to take advantage of that 15% off, even if you only order some supplies. Now, I never wanted to do the felt sewing thing, but I wanted that alphabet that HSN had. Remember the one that sold out with the big, big letters? I really wanted those letters because I used them a lot. And so it came with a package of felt, some needles, the thread, and all that. I have a really cute, I'll show it to you. I have a really cute Christmas purse that's about 25 years old at least, if not more. And it's plastic. I got it at Kmart 18,000 years ago. And it's got 3 little penguins on it. And see the little puffy balls? They're glitter balls. They got glitter in the white. Anyway, I cleaned up the purse. I scraped off all the felt on the front. I took a little scrubby brush to it, nail brush. I used to do nails for a living. Took a nail brush to it, scrubbed it all off, sprinkled baby powder on it, scrubbed it again, so I got it to be white again. Then I went and bought 3 of those little pom-poms. Well, to get the needle to go through that purse to sew those on, I used the one that came in that kit, and I used that thread, and it held it up beautifully. Nazira, it's good to see you again, hon. So yeah, everything in there I'm starting to use. And like I said, I used the black felt to make the hats, and I can't believe how clean that felt cuts. It's a good quality felt. Oh, Jan, that's a great idea for the retirement community. Oh, you made an angel for everybody. You're so sweet. See, you guys, it doesn't take much to make people smile, and it makes it worthwhile, especially when I had a crappy show. I was walking to the bathroom, and it was a good walk away. And I was walking to the bathroom during the craft fair, and as I was walking, I could hear everybody. It was loud. People were having a good time. They were having fun. Kids were laughing. But I started to cry because I was so depressed about how bad it was and how, the dirt was getting to me in the dust. And then I went to the bathroom. I was walking back, and the kids, there was these girls standing in line to go on these swings. And they were all whispering, and the one pointed to me, and then they were giggling. Well, they kept coming. I put out a bunch of those little tiny candy canes individually wrapped. I got at the dollar store for, I don't know, $1.25 a box. And I just put those all over the tables, for freebies. And one at a time, these kids kept coming over. May I have a candy cane? Sure. but only one at a time. They didn't all come over because they were saving space in the line for the other girls, the other kids. And it was really cute how they were doing it. So these little boys, they had a soccer ball and there was like 3 of them and they were kicking the ball around and they were kicking it around my spot and the other spots. They're kicking around dirt and they're laughing and everything. And my husband was sitting to the back, and the one boy came over and he saw the candy canes and he took one. And then he came around the table where my husband was sitting, but my husband wasn't looking at him. And the kid kept saying, "Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa." My husband didn't hear him, but it was so cute and it was funny. It made me smile. And I thought, that made the trip a little bit better. It really did. What else do you guys want to talk about? Because I'm really out of things to talk about. Please order and use your 50%. I'm not saying it to build business up for Stephanie. I'm saying it for you guys, because if you got the 20% off already, because you're club members, and that's 35% off. That's a heck of a deal, you guys. So go through your supplies, see what you need, and then go order that and get that over with. It's a great way, because those 2 deals, the paper pads, I save all year for that paper pad deal. I really do, because she did it last year too. And they do it because it's the end of the year. They want to get rid of their inventory, because they got a whole bunch of stockpiled. So they do it for that reason alone. And I think probably too, because they want to get a lot of old product off the shelves, but they can't really post it that they have that product because there's not enough of it to keep ordering. I don't know. Anyway, just go through your supplies and see what you need. I only use her supplies. I know a lot of people buy glue from somewhere else and they buy the 2-sided tape from somewhere else. And I did that a little bit. Her value on her glue, I can't find anybody to beat it, to be honest with you. I never have troubles with it clogging. I never have troubles with it. Some people say it just dumps out in a big blob. I've never had that happen. I don't know if it's because my hands, I have no strength in them, so I can't push it out that hard. I don't know. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so is everybody ready for Christmas? And you know what I want to know? What are you guys having for Christmas? Do you have breakfast? Do you have dinner? Do you have brunch? What do you guys have, and what do you make? What is it that you make? Bye, Audrey. I'll see you later, baby. I love you. I'm curious to know. I've been doing the same thing over and over. I don't know if you guys remember or know that when I went to the 15th anniversary at Stamps of Life, I'm the one that made the 122 cupcakes like an idiot, or 140 cupcakes. So that being said, I do a lot of things in a cupcake form, and I used to make a great big quiche for Christmas because I always do brunch, and I used to have my family and my husband's family over. So I got tired of making the big ones because there was so many leftovers and people didn't want a big size. So I started making them. I took the pie crust and put it in the muffin tin. And I'm known for my chorizo quiches, so I made a lot of them. But the individual ones are really, really cool. You love to bake, so you're making a Yule log. Oh, my Lanta, Kellyanne. I've never made a Yule log. Are they hard? I love to bake. I used to make cake pops all the time. I was really known for my cake pops, but I'm burned down on those. So anyway, I do the brunch. I do the quiche, the mini quiches, and then I make a hash brown casserole. And then, of course, cinnamon rolls and biscuits and gravy. Oh, you were just waving at me. Sorry, Andre. My bad. Ooh, deviled eggs. That sounds good. I haven't made deviled eggs in a long time. That'd be good for brunch. Maybe I'll make some of those. Steak and shrimp for Christmas Day. Ooh, Ellen, I'm coming over. I love shrimp. Love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I can't stand steak. I don't like red meat. Yeah, I'm sick of this cough too, Jan, let me tell you. They said 3 to 6 months after they diagnosed me with whooping cough. And then I went on the medication. But it's only this time of night where it's kind of dry and I'm talking a lot. I need to make my Christmas cookies this weekend. I have no... Yule log is basically a jelly roll sponge, not difficult. I bet it's fun to decorate. Yeah, that part would be fun. I'm terrible at jelly rolls. I did it twice and I won't do it. My ex-daughter-in-law does a pumpkin roll that's to die for. Okay, guys, it's 6:41 here, which I don't know what time it is yet. So when I say Pacific time, 5 o'clock Pacific time, I do that because Arizona doesn't observe daylight savings time. So I don't know what kind of time we are. So I always say 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 o'clock my time. So I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, Christmas is a week from tonight, so obviously I will not be on next week. And then New Year's Day is the week after that, and I will not be on. So it's going to be 3 weeks until I get to talk to you guys and see you. So do me a favor, go on Facebook. Let me know some topics you want to talk about. I will be posting on Facebook how I did at the yard sale. So I'm always posting on the fan page. So if you're not on the fan page now, start going on it. It's a great way for all of us to keep in touch. Go on Facebook. I'm under Ruth. I'm under Ruth Debbie in Facebook. Go on there and like me, or friend request me, or message me your address, and I'll send you a Christmas card. And I hope all of you have a great, great holiday. Take some time to sit back and enjoy the day. Don't be doing too much. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate. Don't forget to like me. Don't forget to share. And everybody out there, have a very Merry Christmas and a very safe and happy New Year. Bye, guys.